Situation of Children's Right to Education in Mexico by Diana Hurtado. As a great American personality once said, "Children are the world's most valuable resource and its best hope for the future." Every child in our country has the right to life, survival, and development, to be a priority, have an identity, to live in a loving family, right to equality, not to be discriminated, and also the right to education. In order to guarantee the rights of each individual in our country, the Mexican Constitution establishes different laws that protect the rights and obligations of every Mexican. The states and the federation have the duty to organize, design, plan, and execute actions that lead us to quality education and solid values. Article 3 of Mexican Constitution assumes responsibility for providing compulsory education. All people have the right of education. Preschool, elementary, and middle educations are considered as basic education. This and the high school education will be mandatory. In Mexico, it is decreed and established that every person has the right to receive quality education, avoiding the privilege of race, religion, gender, in conditions of equity. Therefore, all inhabitants of the country have equal opportunities of access, transit, and stay in the national education system. However, the reality is different. There is a significant distance between what is written in the statutes and what really is and happens in Mexico. It is estimated that a quarter of Mexican children live in poverty. These children face many problems in enforcing their rights. For them, access to education, health, and housing is very complicated. According to data from National Survey of Children and Women, 63% of children up to 14 years old are educated with violence. 44% experience some physical punishment, and more than a half are disciplined through psychological aggression. 18% of children are inadequately developed in the following indicators: literacy, numeracy, physical, social, emotional, and mastery of learning. Despite state investment in numerous funds aimed at improving education, Mexico is ranked worst out of all members of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. The state really must ensure that education is completely compulsory and free. Every human being should enjoy this right. Everyone should enjoy inclusion, equal opportunities, and a decent standard of living. There are still changes to be made, strategies to be implemented, actions to be defined and carried out. This concerns to all of us. We can reach the goal by collaborating together so there can be a real transformation. It may take a few decades for this to become a reality in the classroom of each school. However, it will not be impossible to achieve. We will achieve it by making a real commitment and working together as parents, teachers, society, system, and government.